Recent reporting from Reuters says that Airbus is unsure about a 2026 launch of the A220-500. The media outlet says that this uncertainty is due to a lacklustre response from major leasing companies on top of the ongoing debate over range and performance. Reuters reports that the information comes from a combination of 6 industry sources, giving it a strong sense of credibility. We take a look at this situation for today's video. As we and others had reported earlier this year, there was some anticipation that Airbus would be launching an even longer A220 sometime this year, what most are calling the A220-500. Some were under the impression that such an announcement would even take place during this summer's Farnborough Air Show, happening in late July. But, well, Airbus seems to be having cold feet on pulling the trigger. Indeed, a senior Airbus executive told Reuters that a launch at Farnborough was now quote-unquote not probable. At the same time, it was noted that Airbus wasn't fully ruling out a launch sometime later in the year, with a spokesperson saying, "We are studying all the options. No decisions have been made." There has been a back-and-forth debate about a stretched A220. On the pessimistic side, many see the offering as potentially eating into Airbus's own A320neo family sales. On this topic, Reuters quotes an industry source who says, "Lessors are so exposed to the A320 that the last thing they need is a new anything. The less disruption, the better off they all are." But for those who want to see a stretched A220, they note that it would provide more commonality with the existing A220 family lineup, the -100 and -300. Furthermore, with the A220 being a newer generation airframe, developed by Bombardier, and made of more composite materials, fuel burn is expected to be even better than the A320neo. Insiders say Airbus would be offering a relatively modest upgrade known as a simple stretch, with no increase in maximum takeoff weight or costly upgrade in engines. With this in mind, there's still the issue of being tied to the Pratt & Whitney geared turbofan engine, which is still facing supply chain issues when it comes to spare parts. If Airbus does indeed launch an A220-500 program, the plane would carry approximately 180 passengers, around 20 more than the -300's maximum. This in turn would lead to a reduction of around 10% in costs per seat. At the same time, with no increase in MTOW, the jet would have less range, something highlighted by 2 people familiar with the project. But what are your thoughts on postponing the launch of an A220 stretch, particularly if the initial model would have reduced range? Let us know your thoughts by leaving a comment. And be sure to check out Simple Flying's flight tracker. From live alerts and data on commercial, military and government flights, it goes way beyond your standard tracker. It was built specifically for AvGeeks, free and live, right at your fingertips. In addition to our daily YouTube videos, Simple Flying publishes over 150 articles every week. If you're looking for the latest aviation news and insights, visit simpleflying.com.